Hi. So today I'm going to teach about data reader. Okay. So last class, video number 3, I was teaching how to insert from the front end to back end. Okay. So now, how to take the value from the back end and display in the front end. Okay. That can be done with two ways, by using data reader and also by using data set. Fine. I'll explain it. So this is my developer machine. This is my database. I have a table with name emp info, and these are the fields inside the emp info. Okay, I have emp id, emp name. Okay, so I have four values are there. Okay, so now if you want to display the value, you can go either by using data reader, or you can go data set. Okay, so when I go for data reader, when I should go for data set? Okay, the reader, if the data will be in the read format. So if you want to display the value in the read format, go for reader, and if you want to edit it, go for dataset. Okay, so it will work like this. Okay, so I'll be sending a request to get the value employee name double triple A. Okay, so it will be like select emp name where employee id equal to 100. So it will receive the request, then it will directly display the value in the front end. Got it? So this value directly it will be displaying there. That is the connected format. So what is in the backend is displayed. That is reader. So the value you cannot edit it, since it is original content remains in the SQL. Now, what is data set? Okay, you have sent a request. Okay, so the value is taken and stored in a temporary memory, and from the memory it is displayed in the system. So that is data set. Okay, so what's the advantage of this one is you can edit it. So value you can write the update query, and updated value again you can send back to name. Okay, so understand now what is the data reader and data set? Okay, so now we'll see it practically. Okay, so open your project, open the folder, right click, open. Okay, so the Visual Studio will be opening. Okay, so go to design part. Fine. So we have emp id and emp name. So I'm going to add one more field here. Okay, click source. It's a table. Okay, tr. I'll add two tds. Okay, one is for label and one is for the dropper list. So put label here. And here dropper list. Okay, there is combo box. Okay, so right click on label, properties, make select id, and so what I want to do is in the backend. Okay, so this is my backend. Okay, so select test underscore db, and this is my table emp info. Select star from emp info, just execute it. Okay, so these are the values I have. Okay, so I want to display employee id, that is 100, 101, 102, 103, 104. I want to display id in this drop-down list. Okay, so you know that drop-down list is a read format. Okay, so you cannot edit the value what is inside the drop-down list. Okay, you can edit the values in the text box. Okay, so since it is the read format, I'm going for data reader. Fine. So before moving to um, um, designing. Okay, so I just want to teach you how to enter the values manually. Okay, so for example, okay, let the page load. Okay, so this is a page. Okay, so how to enter manually means you can click here, the small arrow mark here. Okay, and click edit items. Okay, then you can click add. When you click add, it is asking for text field and value field. Okay, so I just can give like 200. I give the values 200. Click add. Again, I'm going to give 201. Click add. I'm giving 202. Add. So three fields data I'm adding to the drop-down list. Okay, yeah, see, what I'm telling is, so this is a drop-down list. So value what I can display here cannot be edited. Okay, in the text box I can do changes, but drop-down remains as a reader. So that's the reason I'm going for data reader. Okay, so now, so here I give 200, 201, 202. Okay, just I click it OK, and again right click, view in browser. So the values what I given here, the 200 and 201, 202 will be added with the drop-down list. Clear? Okay, but what I need is I need the values in the front end. Okay, if I add 105, 105 should be added. If I remove 102, 102 should be removed. Like that I need. Okay, and you may notice something here. There is something called text field and value field. See here, text field and value field. So what is text field? What is value field? See, you can give a text, and if for the text you can give a value. See, for example, I'm clicking add. I just give like Bangalore. I give the value as 1. Now I give Mysore. I give the value as 1. Now here I give Chennai. I give value 2. So what is the meaning of this one? See, you may notice one drop down list. Okay, so we had two drop down lists, one with state, one with city. Okay, if you select a state as Karnataka, you can see only cities from Karnataka. And if you select city from Tamil Nadu, you can see only cities from Tamil Nadu. So I can give if condition. Okay, if it is Karnataka, display whose value is 1. So Bangalore and Mysore will be displayed. And if I give Chennai, I mean Tamil Nadu means Chennai will be displayed. So that's the reason I can give a text field, also a value field here. Okay, just to teach you that. Okay, fine. Fine. Now we'll come to our main data reader. So how to display? So I tell you again, what I'm going to do here is I want to display EMP ID, only employee ID inside the drop-down list. Okay, so I need to write the code. So normally what the students will do is they will double click on the drop-down list and they will write the code inside the drop-down list method. That is wrong. You have to write the code inside the page load. Why? Because okay, so go to front end, right click, view in browser. So now page is loading. Okay, it will send a request, it will initialize the page, confirm it, and page will be loaded. So when the page loads, I need data should be binded. Correct, no? When the page loads, data should be binded, not like clicking any events or not. So that's the reason I need to write the code inside the page load. Okay, so yeah, the same coding. copy, paste it. Okay, so there's no insert query here. So I'm removing the insert query. Now go to front end. Okay, so select EMP ID from EMP info. This is the code. So when I execute this one, I will get all the employee ID here. Just copy it and paste it. Okay, fine. So connection dot open and connection dot close. Always syntax first. Now, as I told you, I'm going to use a data reader. Okay, SQL data reader dr is the name of the reader is equal to cmd dot execute reader. So what is the meaning of this line? What is command? Command is select EMP ID from EMP info. So what is the result? This value is moved to data reader. So now the value output is stored into data reader. Next thing, this is a drop down list, right? The name of the drop down list is I need to give a name for it. Okay, so go to right click properties, come down. I just give like a DDL underscore ID. Okay, that's the name of the drop down list. So now I'm giving here DDL ID dot data source is equal to dr. So what's the meaning of this one? Drop down list is getting the source from dr. So this is the dr. Okay, we have the output. The output will be stored into data DDL ID. Okay, next. I teach you this one, data text field and value field. Remember, Bangalore, I give value as Bangalore and text as Bangalore and value 1. Okay, and Chennai 2. Okay, so here I'm giving program entity. Okay, that is DDL ID dot data text field is equal to some value I need to give. Okay, again, DDL DDL ID dot data value field is equal to some value. So here I have only one attribute, that is EMP ID. Okay, so I need to give EMP ID for both. Okay, so now what happened? It will execute this line that 100, 101, 102, 104, everything has been moved to DR. And I'm telling the data read DDL ID is getting the source from the DR, and the text field and value field I'm giving for EMP ID. Now I just want to bind it. DDL ID dot data bind. So I have binded. So all done. Okay. Now let's go to front end. Right click, view in browser. So now you can see that what the values in the backend, that's 100, 101, 102, 103, 104 is added here. Okay, so I'm giving 105 and I'll give some value. I click insert. Yes, so when you go to backend, 105 is added, but 105 is not added in the drop down list. Why? Okay, I'll show you it. See, I click insert. Okay, so what insert will do? It will execute this line. It will insert value take. Okay, execute non-query and go to close. Then it will end. So it will be ending. Okay, the code for binding the drop down list is inside the page load. Remember, it is inside the page load. So I need to call this command. So what I do for that? Create a method. Okay, I create a method like call DDL. Okay, call drop down list, and yeah, create a method. So you can create public void call DDL. Okay, but better option is, I'll tell you, don't waste your time by typing it. Just right click it, generate a method step. So the coding, the method is created. Okay, just cut the code and paste it. Done. Okay, and this method called DDL, I need to call after inserting. Okay, so what happened? It will insert the value, insert 105 or 106. Then it call DDL method. So the value what is inserted 106 will be again executed. So let's start from EMP ID. Okay, let's see. Right click, view in browser. Okay, yes. Oh, 105 is added. Okay, I'll give like a 106 and I'm inserting 106 will be added. Okay, so yeah, it's repeating. If you notice it, 105 two times it repeats. Okay, so the primary key that I'll teach you how to avoid repetition part. Okay, fine. So you understand how what is data reader? Okay, so this is what how the data reader is looking. Okay, now data set. Okay, so as I told you, data set means I will send a request, okay, and it will be storing in its temporary memory. From the dead memory, it has to store in the front end. Okay, I'll teach you that one in next class. Okay.